What's up, mamas? I'm Rebecca. You're watching the Reseller Mom Show. Thanks for joining me today for a very special haul. It's exciting because it worked out really well. This is an airport lost luggage haul. If you've been following me on Instagram, you will see some of the journey in terms of bidding on an auction for this, winning the auction, and then going to pick it up at the auction house. And I stuffed my car with 4 auctions that I won. There were 7 clothing lots that I bid on, and I won 4 of them, and I went and picked them all up, loaded up my Santa Fe to the brim, and brought it all home. It took a lot to sort it, I will say. I'm gonna give you a couple of my thoughts on it and then show you the haul. It's not gonna be everything. I picked up hundreds of items, but not everything was good. Basically, think about it like you bid on lots, you have no idea what you're gonna get, but you're making your best estimated guess and you're giving your rock bottom price, your rock bottom max price that you would pay, and see if you win. And if you win, then you go and get these giant boxes, you know, with all of these items in it. You have no idea what it is. Could be really good, could be really bad. Some of the things are amazing and some of the things are total junk. So there's a lot to sort through, and I think of it like I went to the bins, just picked up a bin, threw it in my car, and brought it home. It's kind of like that because you have no idea what you're going to be sifting through once you actually get the items home. I will say that there's a lot that I want to do in terms of making a more efficient process for going through and sorting and reviewing all of these items. Right now I did half of it at home, half of it at the storage, and it was just kind of a mess. But I have all of the stats and all of the facts and figures, how I broke everything down, and then of course the haul. So let me show you the haul first. I don't even know how many items I pulled out, but basically I sorted the entirety of the haul into certain categories, which I'll go over, and then I sorted it into what I would sell online. And then from the amount of items that I want to sell online, I picked out some of the noteworthy best ones to show you, because there's just way too many to go over everything. And you know, I'm not a super big fan of doing hauls to begin with. I really didn't want to do that to myself. So I'm just gonna go through what I pulled out. It is still a lot of stuff, but it's just not everything. So first thing is a jacket, and it is Calvin Klein. Calvin Klein, beautiful and excellent condition, women's jacket. I'm not gonna do a lot of like what I would pay for it, what I would list it for, and a lot of keywords on this because I really just want to show you the types and kinds of things that I got and give you the stats at the end, because that's really what's interesting about this. I mean, because you can find these kinds of items. These are exactly the same kind of items I would have picked up at the bins, so, or even at a regular thrift store. So because they were in things that basically came to me, or things that I won sight unseen, it's awesome that there are these excellent items. So anyway, great Calvin Klein jacket, Juicy Couture, extra large, kind of like a moto sweatshirt jacket. This I thought was cool. It's Untuck It, which I've heard really good things about. I don't think I've ever actually sold anything Untuck It, but I've heard that's good. I got 1 men's lot and 3 women's lots. And again, I'll go over that at the end. So this is obviously men's, and again, I don't know what it would go for. One thing to point out, so most, not all, but most of the items have this kind of tag on it, and it's like wired into, twisted around onto like the tag or something, and basically it's like they're lost. It's an item lost and found tag, so it gives all this information. It's a pain in the neck to take off, but it is easy to take off and it doesn't hurt the clothes, which is good, but it is kind of a pain in the neck to go through. Not everything has it, which makes me think that some things were actually in luggage and then got sorted out into the lots, which are, you bid on them by size. And then some of them were actually like left behind things where they tagged it as a lost item. So I think that's what that is. Okay, which one is this? This is a nice Nautica women's jacket. Love those kinds of jackets because they're light, but they go for a good amount. This one, I think, yep, this is the Ralph Lauren. Nice jacket. And again, this is the best of the best stuff. there were some items, which I'll go over at the end, that I had to clean that were good stuff that will go online, but those are at home, so I can't show you that. This is North Face hoodie, and I actually have at least 2 or 3 North Face in my to clean pile and 1 giant Columbia jacket. So a lot of the good stuff is at home too. What is this? This is Columbia, large. Again, I'm not going to get into all of the super specifics. This is more of a like, hey, this is what you might be able to find or expect possibly from an airport lost luggage, rather than a here's all the cool keywords haul. This is Curve Appeal. Just a nice medium wash jean jacket, but something I had put up, they were white jeans from Curve Appeal, which I want to keep saying Curve Appeal, and it sold in less than a day. So I don't know if it was because they were white jeans or this is just a great brand. Again, you know, I don't always do a lot of research on the front end of things. I just kind of go with it. Brooks Brothers. I think, yeah, this was just merino. It's not cashmere. The last haul, I think I had a Brooks Brothers cashmere, and that already sold. So this is good. It's like random. There's another one in here too. Like bodysuits or whatever, Forever 21. I just figured there's another one in here, so I think I'll just lot them up and put them up. But I mean, it's fun. Maybe if you're going to like an 80s party, I don't know. I always think, what would people do with these weird things that I pick up? But that's part of the fun of picking them up. So this is Ann Taylor. It's a really pretty skirt. And I just put this in here to show that like a lot of it is outerwear. Because if you think about it, who's gonna lose stuff in an airport? Or what are you gonna lose in an airport? You're gonna lose a jacket or something that you're bringing on the plane to keep you warm, which would be this girl. And I would love it if someday I got my jacket back, because I lost a jacket at the airport and I never even thought to like try to get it back. I'm like, I don't even remember where I lost it. I just know I don't have it. Like, and it wasn't even anything good anyway, but just the idea that I'm buying airport lost luggage and I'm a dopey idiot that left my jacket at the airport, I think is funny. So anyway, but this obviously came from like someone's actual luggage, because who's just running around leaving their skirts behind at the airport, unless they maybe left it on an airplane. No, these probably aren't from actual airplanes. Like maybe because if you were trying to join the Mile High Club and you left your skirt in the bathroom, how would you come out? That wouldn't work. Never mind. I'm just being dirty. Anyway, Hollister shorts. So again, you know, this isn't anything special, but I put it in here just to kind of show the range of things that I got. And this is something I would sell. It's fine. I'm not going to get a lot for it, but it's perfectly fine to sell. There was a lot of Old Navy, a lot of Target, a lot of Walmart, a lot of terrible, destroyed, disgusting clothes, like total crud of the crud. But that's why I liken this to literally taking a bin from the Goodwill outlet and bringing it home with you, because that's what you go through at the bins anyway. I was really excited to see this. I haven't looked up comps yet, but I definitely will, because I know that Spyder is a good brand for like ski and outdoor and all of that kind of stuff. And I know it's a good brand. I don't know how much I'll get for it. I don't even know if this is like a good piece for them. I just know that Spyder is something. When we went to Breckenridge for our trip, I saw it everywhere. And I told my husband, I was like, I don't know that we exactly fit in with this little Breckenridge group. Like, it just felt very uppity snooty for me, and we're not uppity snooty people. And so I was like, But I liked Breckenridge, but I just, when I was like in a place where there was a lot of people, I just kind of looked around and took note, and I was like, I don't know if these are like my people. Anyway, this one I have to look up. I just kept it because it said Jerry Weber, but then it said collection. And so I thought, anytime something says collection, that's just an indicator to me that it might be something. But again, I don't know. And honestly, I forgot this was in the pile, so I didn't look up before I started recording. That's what happens. It's super wrinkled. We'll definitely need to steam it if it ends up being something good. But I put that in there to put it out there. If you're familiar with it, drop it in the comments below and let me know what you know about it. This one is Marika Tech, and this is just a good outdoor active brand. I don't think I've ever actually found like a jacket or a top piece. I think I've only ever found like bottoms and like cycling things, I think. Am I making that up? So I don't know, but I know that it's a brand, you know, that's worthwhile to have. So definitely something worth selling online. I'm on my second bin now, so we're maybe about halfway through. I'm like all the way in my storage unit. Like normally I'm kind of out, but I'm in because there's people. I don't want them to think I'm weird. They must hear me. I don't know. We'll see. And I hope, hopefully you can even hear me because there's a lot of noise from like the air conditioning, but we'll see. This is Zara. Just like a really cute drop waist black dress, which perhaps, no, you're a size small, so that's not gonna work, but it's super cute. Nike out the yin yang, like all things like this, some of the thicker ones, dry fit, this way, that way, hoodies, not hoodies, you name it, Nike out the yin yang. So I only pulled 1 or 2 to show you, but I have a bunch more. This is another one I might ask your help with. It says follow your dreams replay. Is that something? I don't know. Don't get on me, I just don't know. So it's interesting. It's got like the racing stripes on the side, denim, dress, raw hem at the bottom. So, I mean, it's hitting on a lot of points that say this might be something. So it's worth keeping and looking up for sure. Because again, I was just doing my like initial quick sort. And again, I'll show you the categories that, I broke everything down into and kind of how I offload some of the stuff and where and what I do with it. So, because you can't keep it all, that's for sure. So, hello. Kate Spade, love you, mean it. So I guess this is maybe, it looks like a nightshirt, light sleeper, heavy dreamer, whatever. I don't know that I would get much for it, but hey, whatever. Kate Spade, thank you so much. Zara distressed cutoff shorts. What is that? A skort crossover, short skort. I don't know. It's cute. More North Face. Bunch of North Face. Bunch of North Face. This one, is this women's or is this a kid's one? Some of them, there were some kids things mixed in, which I don't think I pulled most of them. I don't know, feel like wasting. Torrid blazer. Somebody's taking their work trip or whatever. They left behind their Torrid blazer. I will sell you all day long. Denim jacket from Guess, extra small, so soft. So soft, so distressed, so going to sell you. Eileen Fisher, there you go. So I've not ever really, except that I haven't had luck with Eileen Fisher because I think the couple pieces that I have had, I've sold. But I've just never, I never find it. My sister finds it more than I do. And I don't know if it's a thing, maybe it's over, I don't know, but I just haven't had a lot of luck with it in terms of finding it. Loft, so again, you know, some stuff is really good, some stuff is just your normal run of the mill, but this is a perfectly good, nice hoodie. I think it's part linen if I didn't, it feels good. On the left, hello. Oh no, cotton, 100% cotton. What? There was something that was like, oh, it was linen. Maybe I didn't put it in this pile. This was interesting. Forever 21 plus size. Just like a nice maxi duster. So we'll see how that does. I don't know how much it would have gone for to begin with, so I probably can't get a ton for it, but it's you know, enough. Marmot, I don't know. Again, another uppity ski outdoor cold people thing. Pardon me, today is one of those, like, this is the only time I'm gonna get to shoot the video, so I didn't get to do a lot of research ahead of time. And I'm a little brain dead, so, which is, I mean, I guess you guys see me all the time when I'm brain dead, so whatever. Large Under Armour hoodie. So, I mean, some stuff is super great, some stuff is just basic, but it's all excellent in my book. Nautica. You know, and again, I'm probably not going to get too much, you know, for Nautica. I mean, you can get Nautica at what? Ross or whichever, TJ Maxx and stuff like that. So, I mean, you know, I might not get a lot for it, but I did some numbers. I'm going to share with you my thoughts. This is Levi's. I think this stinks a little bit. I think I need to leave this outside, but just like a giant men's denim black jacket. So that is cool. I think I need to leave this a little smelly. Here's the other one. Here is the other one. So fun. So there were two of these, and I don't know this brand. Trunks Surf and Swim. This is, again, one of those things where like the label just kind of tipped me off, like maybe it's something. I don't know. It doesn't always turn out that it is something. I just thought it was a nicer label, like it had more to do with it. It could be completely cheap and junk. I'm not sure, but there were two of them, so I thought I would lot them up, and they were just kind of fun, funky prints. So maybe the brand is good, maybe it's not, but there were two men's swim trunks, and why not? Boss. Hugo Boss. I didn't know, it's like, I guess, I don't know, it's still around. I don't know. And then I thought this was cool because it's just like a big giant color block Champion, and I don't know, I mean, I'm guessing it's new because it has the tag on it. Large reverse weave color, navy Oxford, retail $75. The king of sweatshirts since 1919, Champion. So like, I know I'm not a big streetwear or what's trendy with that stuff, but like, so is this the kind that everybody wants right now, or no, because it's not like a big giant spell out of Champion? Like, is somebody gonna want this or not? I don't know, but it's brand new and it was the $75 retail. I'm sure somebody will want it. So that's what I have to show you as far as the haul goes. I do want to share with you my numbers because I think that's what's cool about it, is that yes, I got really good stuff. It's stuff I would pick up at the bins. It's some stuff I would be buying at retail, Goodwill retail, to resell. So in total, again, I bid on 7 different auctions of clothing. I won 4 auctions of clothing. It was a men's size large, women's size extra large, women's size large, women's small, because I didn't win the medium, which is the kind that I won the last time, which I thought was funny. So 4 auctions. And so in total of actual total items that I received and brought home with me, 454 items. That's how many total items I got. Good, bad, and everything. And for that, when you tallied up all the lots that I paid, and I paid no tax because I have my reseller certificate, I paid $233 flat out total. That makes it 51 cents a piece. Amazing, right? Okay. But I'm not keeping all 454 items. So let's do the breakdown of the categories in which I sorted it into. So I sorted it into donate, my dollar sale. So I do a local clearance dollar sale. So some stuff where it's good, but Style Encore probably isn't going to take it, or another consignment store. I don't really want to sell it online, but I don't necessarily want to donate it yet. I'd like to get something for it. So that's going to go in my dollar sale pile. So basically a garage sale. The third category up from that is taking it to Style Encore or another local consignment store where I can get cash on the spot for it. And fourth, well, I guess, okay, then there's the clean pile. So the things that have to get cleaned, I just separated them out. That way I could clean them right away, but I'm only cleaning things that are worth selling online. I'm not cleaning something to take it to the consignment store, and I'm not cleaning something to sell it for $1 or to donate it. So I'm only cleaning things that are going online. So that was 7 items. And then the last and final category is selling it online, which is the whole goal of the whole thing. So I'm outright donating 176 items. So almost half, almost, probably a third. Okay. So a lot of it's junk. A lot of it's total junk, either because of condition. Mostly it's condition. It's not necessarily brand, because if it wasn't even a great brand, I'd try to do something with it if it was perfectly good. It's stuff that's just disgusting. So 176 items are getting donated, and I feel bad because I felt like, should I just throw them out? But again, you never know who wants what for what purpose. So I'm going to donate them and see what happens. And then it keeps it out of a landfill a little while longer. You never know who's going to want it. It'll probably end up in a Goodwill bin someday. So 176 items are getting donated. 81 items I pulled out to take to Style Encore to get hopefully sold back. And so I did go today. I had a couple other things besides the airport luggage, but they did take a lot of stuff from the airport luggage, and I didn't get as much as I normally do, but I got an okay amount, and they returned a lot back to me. I haven't had a chance to sort through them. I'm looking at them, they're right over there. So those are either gonna get donated or go in online, which probably won't be that many, or will go to the dollar sale. But anyway, I got $77 today from Style Encore for those 81 items, but it wasn't really for 81, it was for less than that because that's how many they took. So I already spent $233 on everything. I already got back $77 before even doing anything. So I think that's amazing, because that's almost half of what I spent already back in my pocket. So there's that. Then I kept out 92 items to sell at my next dollar clearance sale. So I don't know how many will sell or what have you. And for those items, I'll keep them 1 or 2 sales, and then I'll probably donate them. So they're gonna just basically stay on the sidelines, on hold, until I have my next sale. But 92 items are possibly there. So even if I sell half of them and make 40 or 50 bucks, because I'll be selling them for $1, that's great. And if I do sell them for $1, every item cost me 51 cents. So that's a profit. Now, if you take out the stuff that I'm donating, then obviously it's not all profit, but I'm at least breaking even on those items, and that's fine, because that just gets me back part of my investment. The next category is the 7 items that are at home hanging up because I washed them. So again, like, there's at least 2 or 3 North Face jackets, at least 1 Columbia jacket, and then I forget what else is in there. And those are all to go online. So that's 7 items. And then I showed you these. There's more of these that I want to sell online that I didn't show you just for sake of time. And so there's total 98 items to be sold online. So 98 plus the 7 for cleaning means 105 items to be sold online. So if we go back to the initial investment of $233, I got 454 items in total, which was 51 cents an item. But if you forget that I got 400 items and say you paid $233, you're gonna sell 105 of them online. Forget about all the other items. That's still only $2.21 an item, which is right on par with my average. It's actually, at this point in time, a little less than my average, but I like for my average to be a little bit lower. So $2 an item for North Face, Columbia, you know, I mean, everything I showed you, I don't know, I can't even talk, everything. Like, especially the jackets, because the jackets are gonna run you at the bins about $2 because you're paying by the pound. I pay $1.39 a pound. So for the jackets, it's basically what I would pay at the bins. If I bought it at the Goodwill retail, which I have done for jackets, they're usually at about $5.99 full price. And if it was a half price day, then they would be, you know, $3. So I think this pricing is right in line with what I want to be paying. And the fact that I can easily, just time consuming, sort out the junk, which is what I do at the bins anyway, and, you know, pull out the good stuff, pull out the stuff for the consignment store, pull out the stuff for the dollar sale. Like, that seems to be a great breakdown to kind of offload things at varying price points. It doesn't all happen right away. I mean, obviously the online stuff still needs to get listed and sold, but for the fact that they're jackets, on the whole, they're mostly some sort of outerwear, hoodie, jacket, whatever. Yes, I'm gonna have a better sell-through right now because we're heading into the cold weather period, and so I'll be selling these all through, and that's gonna be great. Come the summertime, the sell-through isn't gonna be as quick, but I will be bulking up in great quality stuff so that then next year, if I'm doing this every so often and getting these lots of good outerwear, even if some of it sits for 6 or 8 months, when the cold weather comes around again, I'm gonna have a blowout third and fourth quarter, just off the back of jackets, for God's sake. So, and I pick them up year round anyway, so I mean, that's part of what I normally do. I just feel like this is like an influx, like an injection of jackets, which, you know, right now is timely and cool, and I'm excited about. The bad part of it is that as they sit, they're gonna take up a bigger footprint in my storage area. So there's that. But we'll make it work, you never know. So that's everything I have for you today. If you have questions about the airport lost luggage, put them in the comments below. I did some posts on Instagram. I got a lot of comments and questions and I answered them all there, but I'd be happy to answer everything for you. I mean, this is gonna be one of those things where you may have this in your area, you may not. I live by an airport, so it's actually really funny. I live closer to the airport than I do to go to the auction house where they have the airport lost luggage. I have to travel like 3 times as long to get there, but it's totally worth it to literally stuff my car to the gills with all of this stuff to go through. I mean, it's well worth my time to go there and back. And honestly, I thought about it. I bid on 7 auctions and I was like, what if I had won all 7 auctions? I wouldn't have fit all that stuff in my car. And I was like, you know what? It would be worth making 2 trips. It really would, because that would have been even double the amount of this stuff. Like, that's crazy town. So, you know, check it out in your area. I don't have any tips or tricks. Just look up or call your airport and find out what they do with their lost luggage. I mean, really, that's it. And, you know, stuff like that, it takes research. I'm going to be doing more with the dry cleaning thing that I had shared on Instagram a while ago. There's just some really great creative sourcing methods that I'm just stumbling upon right now. And I encourage you to think out of the box. And I think I'm going to start trying to put together some more of those ideas, because I think we get stuck in this rut of like just going to the thrift store, just going to the bins or whatever. And there are a plethora of ways that you can get stuff. Stuff is everywhere. So just really try to think about what's going on in your area. I know it will depend differently where you live, but just try to think outside of the box and get creative with how you can source for items, because you just never know. And there is a lot more information coming on the local closet clearance, local closet clear out that I've done. I have that service running locally, so check out that video. I'll try to do the card thing, because that's another great creative sourcing option. And I actually put together an ebook, my very first ebook. I'm so excited about it. And it's in my Etsy store, which is etsy.com/shop/the Reseller Mom Show. There's a link for it below. And basically it's just everything that I know about having a local closet clear out service, with all of my sample posts, all of my templates for communications with clients, just everything, my sample communications plan and the schedule of how I post and where I post and how exactly I run it, and everything is in there. So if that's something that you're interested in as far as another creative sourcing option, you know, I hate to be all like salesy about it. I made it. It took me a lot of time to put together, but I thought it would be worth it because I do think it's a really great way to get stuff. So I would encourage you to check that out on the Etsy shop. Thanks so much for joining me today. Please subscribe for more Reseller Mom content to get more done, make more money, and stay sane while raising kids and reselling online. Have a great day. See you in the next one.